In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 free and affordable recruitment ATS CRM systems that I think you should know about if you are a freelance recruiter that is just starting out, or maybe you're a small bespoke recruitment agency that either need to invest in your first ATS or you're looking to change your systems and mix things up a little bit. So the reason that I wanted to put this video together is that, in my opinion, there's lots of ATS and CRM systems out there, a lot of which are geared towards the bigger enterprise recruitment agencies. And I think there's a video that needs to be done for those smaller startup agencies, the solo founders, the freelancers, or the bespoke agencies, to give you something that maybe is going to be a little bit more fitting for you in terms of cost and feature set wise. And like I say, some of these options are completely free and some of them are paid, but even the ones that are paid are fairly affordable. So the first one that I wanted to chat with you about is the Giig hire platform. Now, as a quick disclaimer, and as you can probably see by the light up G behind me, I am involved with this business. I am one of the founders, but I wanted to bring it to your attention because I genuinely think that we are building a completely free system for solo recruiters and startup recruitment entrepreneurs. Our vision as a business is to give you a free forever system that you don't have to pay a penny for, that allows you to get started for completely free, to save you from paying crazy expensive money on some of the big enterprise grade softwares. So with our free forever package, there is no trial period. You can use it for as long as you need to. There's no restriction on the amount of data that you can store in it, and there's no need to provide any credit card details either when you're signing up. It is a completely free system for you to make use of for as long as you need to. So to give you an idea of some of the core functionality that we give away for free, I can talk to you about that now. In terms of tracking candidates, companies, contacts, and jobs, that is all completely unlimited. We put no restriction on the amount of data that you can track. And in terms of storing candidate CVs, that is unlimited as well. So you can store as many CVs as you need to in the system, which will obviously be situated next to the candidate in the correct candidate card. Another free feature that we give away for free is the ability to connect your email and track all email communication between your clients and your candidates. So if you use either a Office 365 or Gmail, you can quite simply connect it up on the free forever version, and then the system is automatically going to track any email communication for you. And it's also going to allow you to send single emails as part of the free forever version as well. Alongside the email tracking, you also have the ability to utilize 3 different drag and drop pipelines for completely free, again, that we give away. The first one is the candidate shortlisted pipeline. This is for any candidates that you are headhunting before you send them to a role. This gives you a visual of, like I say, all those candidates that you are interviewing and you are prospecting for your candidates. Once you've sent them to a job, you then have the ability to look at the interview pipeline. Again, this is a drag and drop visual pipeline that allows you to register when interviews are taking place and obviously keep track of your pipeline that's interviewing from start through to hired or finished. And then the third pipeline is a business development pipeline. Now, where we're trying to support solo founders, one of the, I guess, key elements when you're first starting out is winning that first client, doing that business development, putting in the hard yards, I suppose. And this BD pipeline gives you an overview of all the clients that you are prospecting. So you can chuck a client in as a lead. And again, it's a very simple drag and drop pipeline that you can utilize to get an overview of all of your business development. And then when you get to the point that you have clients that you have signed terms with, you have this differentiator that I really like between signed terms and live client, so that you can understand, hey, these are all the businesses we've signed terms with and we're only currently working with 2. Let's circle back around and call all the other ones that we've got terms with to see if they're hiring. So the next thing I'll talk to you about is the free website builder that is part of Giig. If you are a solo founder that is just starting out, inside of the free forever platform, we also have the ability for you to build a free website as well. Now, our website builder, to be brutally honest, isn't the best. If you want a really slick website, I'm always honest with people, then the likes of the GoDaddies and the Wixes of the world are going to create you something better. But if you're looking for a simple landing page just to get you started, then the free forever version of Giig will allow you to build that landing page so that you have your ATS functionality, your CRM, and your website builder all and your website all wrapped in the same place. So the other thing that we give away for free that runs alongside the website builder is the careers page. Now, with the careers page, this is where you can share live jobs that you're working on, so that you have the job specs that you can send out to candidates, and then candidates can actually apply via this page, and any candidates that do apply are automatically added into the system for you. Now, with the careers page, you can customize it to your brand and you design it however you like, but with the free forever version, you can advertise 3 jobs at a time on this page and you can cycle them around as as many times as you need to. So the other thing that I wanted to highlight with the free forever version of Giig is that we also have a mobile ready version. So if you're a recruiter that is constantly on the go, you need to access your database via your phone, you can do that. Now, the system isn't available in the App Store. It's not an app that you can download per se, but you can access it through your Safari browser or your Google Chrome browser on your mobile phone. So that then again, you've got the mobile ready view. You can get to all of your candidate details, check your pipeline, send emails, that type of thing. So there I've spoken a lot about what we give away for free, and just for full transparency, as well as the free forever version that you can use without paying a penny, we also do have paid versions of Giig. So we have the Giig starter that starts at $12.75 or $9.99 a month. And then we've got the Giig Plus version, which is £40 a month or $52 starting price. I always wanted to highlight them because that's business. People always ask us, how do you make your money if you're giving away a completely free system? And the answer is we have the paid for versions that people sign up for. But like I say, you don't have to ever sign up for those if you don't want to. We've got thousands of recruiters around the world now using the Giig platform that have never paid us a penny. But if at a later date you see the value in one of the paid packages and you do want to upgrade, it's as simple as just upgrading inside of the system if you want to. And the last thing that I will point out before I move on to one of the other ATS systems is that we have a Trustpilot page where we're collecting all the reviews and feedback from our users. We have over 150 reviews on there at the moment where people talk about both the paid and the free version of Giig. So if you want to go and check that out, give that a read before you decide to sign up. And then we also have the support chat on our website. So if you've got any questions or you want to speak to one of the team before signing up to the product, you can do that as well. Moving on. So the second free forever platform that I want to bring to your attention is Zoho Recruit. I'm sure that there's probably a lot of you out there that are familiar with the Zoho. If you're not, go and check them out as a brand. They're highly recommended. They've been around for a very long time. They are one of the top players in all sorts of different industries, but they do have a product called Zoho Recruit that also comes with a free forever version. So this is again perfect for the small business, the solo recruiter. If you want to check out this system and the capability that it can give you before you pay them anything, you have the ability to go in there, have a sniff around and figure out if it's going to be the right system for you or not. One of the things that I will highlight with the free forever version is a little bit more restricted than the free forever version of Giig, as they do put one job per account on the free forever version. So as soon as you get to the point where you need to stick a second job on there, start tracking a second, third, fourth, fifth job, you obviously need to then you need to switch up and then start paying for it. However, one of the things that I wanted to do with this video is make sure that I'm talking about ATS and CRM systems that are affordable for people that are just starting out. So if with Zoho, you get to the point where you've had a play around with it, you think it's right for you, and you're going to need to put more than one job on it, you can upgrade to their initial package for, I think, £20 a month. So again, the cost isn't astronomical when you decide that you do need to switch to another package. Once you do decide to switch up to the £20 package, you do also get access to a selection of other features as well. You get the ability to access premium job boards, start your ATS tracking, you get reporting and dashboards. So there's a selection of other features that also do come with upgrading to their standard pack. What I will do with this video is I'll cut all of the pricing over the top so that you can see the different levels that Zoho offer, and you can also see the functionality in each one. And you will see that, like I say, the free forever versions there, you've got the £20, £40 and £60. So there's quite a nice gradual step up for you as your business starts to grow, as you know that you need to add more team members to the system. You can see that that cost is going to be fairly palatable and it's not going to run away from you. The last thing I'll say is, obviously I pointed you to the Trustpilot page for Giig. If you also want to go and check out the reviews for Zoho as well, you'll see they've got something crazy there, like over 5,000 reviews, if I remember correctly off the top of my head. So again, if you're somebody that likes to check out what other people are saying about a platform before you go and utilize it, give them a look online, because like I say, there's a huge amount of reviews about what they're doing and what they're up to. So the third system that I'm going to talk about today is a platform called Manatal. Now, the reason that I'm highlighting this one again is that over the last 3 or 4 years where we've been building a recruitment ATS and CRM, we hear a lot of other small businesses talking about Manatal as well. So they're definitely one that it's important for me to highlight. The first thing I'll say is I don't think they have a free forever version. So with this system, you can't have a play around for free to get an understanding of if it's going to be right for you. I imagine that they'll probably do a trial period of some sort. So if you tap up the support team or the tech team, whoever you can get access to, there's probably a way that you can try it for like a 14-day period or a month or something like that. But then again, when we talk about upgrading or paying for it, because you're going to have to start paying from the start, it is affordable for a small business or a solo founder. So again, I will put all of the pricing up on the page so that you can take a look at it. But I know their pricing starts at around about $19, goes to $39, and then $58 or something like that. So you'll see there, again, it's affordable. And also, as you need to move up the packages, the pricing doesn't run away from you. So you can keep control of that cost. Now, to talk about the feature set, I've never actually used Manatal myself, because where they don't have a free forever version, not had the chance to have a look. But before you sign up on their pricing page, there's a huge list of all of the different features that you can get your hands on. So you can have a flick through all of those before you decide to sign up. And one of the things that I hear a lot about, which comes highly complimented, is their ability to distribute out to various job boards. So if you're a recruiter that utilizes job adverts and you want to distribute your job ad to as many job boards as possible, I think Manatal have got a load of free and paid for job boards that you can send your jobs to with the click of a button, including website, or including places like LinkedIn and Indeed, all of those types of places. So again, if you're someone that heavily relies on job boards, just being truly transparent, they're going to be better option for you than maybe Giig, because our paid version has about 7 or 8 job boards that we can currently distribute to. And it's a work in progress. So hopefully over this year, that will improve. But like I say, I've heard good things about Manatal's ability to send jobs far and wide. What is next? Recruiterflow. So the fourth recruitment ATS and CRM to bring to your attention is a system called Recruiterflow. Again, this one doesn't have a free forever version. So when you jump in, you're going to start paying straight away. I think they're probably, again, with Manatal, there's probably going to be the option for you to take a look at the product before, get a feel for if it's going to be something that's right for you. I'm sure they'll do some sort of trial period. And again, I wanted to highlight this one as one that I think is affordable for a small business or somebody that is just starting out. So their pricing starts at $99 a month. I think they then have a mid package at $109, and their most expensive package is $129. Again, like with Manatal, they've got a huge list of features that you can take a look at before to understand if you think it's going to be right for you. But the one thing I hear a lot about Recruiterflow, that comes up as a big positive from the small businesses that I talk to, is that you have the ability, they have really good ability with sequencing and automation. So if you're somebody that is interested in setting up sequences, outreach campaigns where you can put a candidate into a sequence and then it's going to automatically run a cadence of follow-ups for you, whether that be email or LinkedIn message. Actually, I'll be honest, I don't know if they do email and LinkedIn. I think it might just be email. Could be wrong. You have to maybe check that one out. But I hear really good things from small recruitment businesses about that functionality, because obviously, as a small business, your time is going to be super valuable. So you obviously want to spend as much time doing the personal recruitment stuff as you can. Any little automations you can do to speed things up in the back end are obviously going to be a big value add to you, especially when you're just starting out. So that would be the thing I hear the most about Recruiterflow. Again, with everything, I will put the pricing up on the screen. I'll put all the links to all of the different platforms in the comments of this video. And again, go and check these guys out online. Take a look on Trustpilot and other review sites to see what people are saying about them as well. So the fifth one that I'm throwing in there is, again, a platform that most people will probably have heard a lot about. And it's a platform called HubSpot. So the reason that I'm flagging HubSpot with you guys is because it, again, has a free forever version that is genuinely free. They place no restriction on the amount of data that you can store in it, and they give you some really solid functionality, again, for free. The one thing I'll highlight about HubSpot, a lot of users that have come to Giig have said that the issue with HubSpot, even though it's great because it's free, it doesn't have a differentiation between contacts or client contacts and candidates. So everything that goes on there, you don't have the ability to differentiate between the two. And because it's not a recruitment specific product, you don't have the ability to manage interview pipelines and things like that for it. But where I hear that it's really good is, again, for marketing outreach. So if you're putting contact lists in there, they have some good email functionality. If you're doing maybe business development emails, trying to bring in leads that way, where you can email out to people and you can check if those people are opening your messages and plan to do call follow-ups and things like that. So I know a lot of recruiters that have used it for that and said it's really, really valuable, again, because it's a free resource for that side of things. But then they've also kind of come over to Giig because they like the ability then for you to be able to separate contacts and candidates and then be able to manage interview processes and get an overview of all those pipelines as well. So even though it's not a recruitment specific tool, one that I definitely would recommend having a look at, because you might get some more value out of it outside of recruitment, maybe focused towards that business development side of things. The one thing again I'll highlight, I don't know the pricing off the top of my head for HubSpot, but one of the things I feel is that with HubSpot, it starts to get expensive real quick. So that's the other thing to bear in mind, is that the free forever version is really good. It's genuinely free. But then if you need to start paying or you want to start collaborating with people, you then have to start paying, and it can get costly pretty quick. Again, I'm sure these guys are crazy reviewed online, so you can probably go and read a lot about them and what they're about. They also have a shit ton of resources online as well for you to flick through to see what they're all about. So definitely have a look at them. Just the one caveat with it would be where it's not a recruitment system. Might be really good to get started, but you might run aground eventually when you've got loads of jobs and things going if you need that separation and interview pipelines, things like that. So the last one that I'm throwing in there for you to take a look at or consider is a system called OpenCATS. And the reason that I put this one in there is because I think it's very different to everything else that I've looked into and everything else that's out there. So with this system, again, it is completely free. It's free forever. But what they're building here is an open sourced ATS CRM. So they're basically, as I understand it, and I could be wrong, but as I understand it, they're taking the code from developers and they're building an open source platform where people can share their code to add to the system, and you can customize and edit it in any way you see fit. So from what I gather, like, it is a completely free system with a load of functionality in there, but you have to be pretty tech savvy to get your way around it, because without the ability to understand what you're doing from a tech perspective, I think it's going to be pretty hard to get on board with. If you know your tech, then you've got a free system that has a bucket load of functionality and is very customizable, so you can build it in whichever way you like. However, if you're somebody that's looking for something that's a little bit more plug and play, probably not going to be the right tool for you, because it's going to be a little bit too complicated to get up and running with. And we're going to check it out anyway, have a look at it. Like I say, if I'm brutally honest, the whole open source world of ATS systems is a little bit above my head. But I find it fascinating because, like I say, it is a free forever tool. And if you can get your head around it, from what I hear, it is pretty good. So hopefully that video is useful to you in giving you some options to check out as a small business. If you want to reach out to me for any reason, feel free to contact me. I'm always happy to share my opinions on other ATS systems. I like helping small businesses. Like, that's kind of why we're building Giig, is we want to help small businesses. And even if it means that you pick a different provider, that's fine by me, because I understand we're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, right? So if you want to reach out to me to have a conversation, please feel free to. I'm going to put all of the resources in the comments of this video. So hopefully down there should be all the links to all the systems I've mentioned, any articles that I think might be worth you checking out. To say, reach out to me here, find me on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, all of those kind of places. And I'll love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear what you think, if you like these videos and if you've got value from it. If you have, I'll do them more often, because there's bucket loads that I can share with you on this type of stuff.